to be apologizing for making a mistake, for saying that if you don't pay tithe, you might not make it to heaven. I'm sorry, that's wrong. That's not in the Bible. What the Bible says is, ye have peace with all men, and holiness, without which no man shall see God. Now, let me tell you, listen to me. You know, it is possible to be right and wrong at the same time. I prove it to you. I mean, I'm a scientist, so I know that. For years, we taught that light travels in straight lines. Now, is that correct? At least those of you who know a little bit of physics will say, sure, but light doesn't bend at corners, it goes straight. But later on we discover it's not just not straight as a rod. Light travels in waves, going one direction, but in waves. It is wrong to limit you to 10%. At a time when some of you should be 20%, 30%, 40%, 10% should be for beginners. Giving should be violently.
Everybody come and see. I say come and hear. I don't carry and come. Better information, superb advertisement. We no get it right far. Oh, to get update and get informed. Oh, come to Celestial Half Hour. Celestial Half Hour TV. Now we be the best information carrier.
So we're back again, Daddy. I was gonna ask you, how long have you been in Celestial Church? And you're 64. Celestial Church, we know, is way older than that. How long have you been in there?
Yes, I was born into Cherubim and Seraphim. I was born in Kianet. In the Kianet where I was born, we have the same everything in common. So since then, I've joined Celestial now up to about 44 years plus. But I've been a member of Catholic Church when I was in secondary school. We were forced to be Catholic. Then after living in a place, the in-law of my father was the founder of Gospel Faith Mission. So we were in Gospel too. We've gone to many churches, but I believe Celestial is the best. No any other church under heaven that can keep Celestial. Even all the people that ran into Redeemed Deeper Life everywhere, before 2030, they will all come back and join the fold again, because it's a church of every day. Celestial is a church of every day, because it said in the book of 1 Samuel 8, 9, and 2 Samuel 12, and 2 Samuel 14. Because if the great king can be boastful of what he did to the family of Uriah, a prophet came, Nathaniel came and said, you are the one that did the whole thing. Then when you look at the book of 1 Samuel 15 and 16, then when you look at 1 Samuel 17, 45 to 50, you see the whole thing. So automatically, it's a church of every day.
Awesome.
So I'm happy to be a member of Celestial.
Awesome. So,
and I'm ready to die in Celestial
good.
Church.
That is lovely. So we know that, usually when you have pastors traveling, they always have an entourage. They will have, their assistant, have their family, have their wife. But it's solely you. It's really just you. You literally do all the work, everything. How is that? That is selfless. How'd you do it?
Yeah, thank you very much. Because why I'm doing it now. When Baba Bada was alive, Baba Bada would travel with the wife, everybody would travel with their wife and everything. But people waste the church money. The money they cannot make in 3 months. You are expecting them to use that money to buy tickets for you. It's not fair. It's not fair. And if somebody is a pastor, you need to take proper recognition of how these people make their money. You don't just jump on them. You know how full and awful Nigerian pastors and general overseers, they misuse, they mishandle, they rough handle. They are disciples. So now I have to come to California. The people in California send a ticket and they put me in the hotel. That hotel is about $500 per night. But I've been there since Monday. And even they don't want me to go. So that's the problem. So I have to be with them. So after finishing with them now, I'm going to Texas. Then the person in Texas, they send a ticket. Then after finishing tomorrow by last flight on Saturday, I'll be on my way to Canada, Toronto. So they pay when they need to say send Paul and Barnabas for the job which I've called them. And when you look at the book of Acts of the Apostles 13, you can read. And when you look at the book of Acts of the Apostles 10, 1 to 10, then when you look at the book of Luke 5, and then Luke 16 and 17, then when you look at the book, what you said in the book of 1 Samuel 1 verse 10, when Eli was praying for all these people, they know you never carry wife or children along. So it's a thing we can do alone. It's whatever the Lord asks me to do for you. It's what I'm going to do.
Awesome.
So,
thank you so much, Daddy, and we wish you a
you.
safe flight and enjoy your trip. Thank you so much.
Celestial Half Hour TV, na we be the best information carrier.
Hi, Daddy. Are you having a good time? That is nice. That's awesome. That's awesome. That's awesome. I don't know. So how do you want them to move Nigerian forward? Just by sitting here?
Yes, we can move Nigeria forward. If we now go back to the drawing board, so that everybody will cut his coat according to his side. Because when you look at 1 Timothy 1, he said in verse 10 to 14, he said law is good if we can stick to law. You know what I'm saying? He said law is good. We have law that governs Nigeria, we have everything that governs Nigeria. But the problem of Nigeria is bad leadership. An accountant wanted to be the president, a lawyer wanted to be a president, if somebody drop out want to be president because of godfatherism. So that's the problem. To survive the place, let's put the square stick on peg in a square hole. It will work. Now we've seen it all. We've seen everything all. We've seen the fattest cow is exhausted. It's now going big. As what is said in the book of Genesis 40 and 41. That was what propelled Joseph to the top of the career. They should allow everybody in Nigeria to say what is in their minds, and then everybody must have a job. We don't have the service to render. You cannot be going to an outside to be making money all the time. You cannot be going to the secretariat and be making money all the time. When they give you contract, you have to finish the contract. It's not that the people here are not stealing. They are stealing, but they are giving the people what they want. Then when they say you want to do the road, they are doing the road and then you are seeing the road. But in Nigeria, they steal the money and be telling you, we know what they're calling you, carry you everywhere. So where do we go from there? Until you try to change all these things. If these things are not changed, there is nobody who is coming to help us to create a new Nigeria. It's we that will reconstruct the new Nigeria. And we should support the president on board now so that we can get these things on time. Because before, we did not have any foundation. They were using lies and waywardness to remove all the boundaries, even for knocking down toll gates, knocking down all these. How do we make money to want to do the road? So we should come on the round table. But if we are still talking about tribalism, it will not work. We should do, there is no any other Nigeria to live. Home, east or west, home is the best. Nigeria will be better, Nigeria will be good. And I pray for all my people So come to the round table so that we can do it together at once. God will bless you. Hope I've answered your question.
Yes, sir. Have a great day.
Thank you.
A woman walks into a butcher shop just before closing time and asks, "Do you still have chicken?" The butcher opens his deep freezer and takes out his only chicken left. It weighs 1.5 kilograms. The woman then asks, "Do you have one that's a bit bigger than this one?" The butcher puts his only chicken back into the freezer and then takes it out again. But this time, when he puts it on the scale, he craftily keeps his thumb on the scale pan. The scale now shows 2 kilos. "That's wonderful," says the woman. "I'll take both of them, please." In a situation like this, you realize at once that your integrity and reputation are firmly on the line. Your wisdom becomes foolishness, and your cunningness becomes stupidity. Until now, the butcher has his head inside the freezer looking for the first chicken. So always remember, always tell the truth, and you will be free.
That could be your gede. That could be your yam. That could be your car. Ó ti ra mọ́tò mẹ́jọ sínú ọgbà rẹ̀. Yẹ kí wẹ́ẹ̀dì kan lọ fún lélẹ́yìí. Then Malachi 3, from verse 10 lọ sí sàlẹ̀. Ó ní ẹ ti jà mí lólè nípa ìdámẹ́wàá àti ọrẹ. So bàbá yọ táìdì kúrò ní chọ́ọ̀chì ìdí Adébóyè akọlẹ̀. Bàbá yọ táìdì kúrò ní chọ́ọ̀chì ìdí mọ́mí iná akọlẹ̀. Bàbá yọ táìdì kúrò ní chọ́ọ̀chì Oyèdèpọ̀ ayáwèrè. So automatically àwọn ló sọ́dọ̀ owó èso owó. Wọ́n ní ibi tó bá ń gbé ọ̀gẹ̀dẹ̀ yẹn lọ tó bá jìnà. Wọ́n ní kò sọ́dọ̀ owó. Lọ́sọ̀ tó bá dẹ̀mọ̀ fún olè gbé débẹ̀ wọ́n gẹ̀dẹ̀ fún ọkọ̀ lẹ́yìn padà. Ṣébí lẹ́wọ̀n lọ̀gẹ̀dẹ̀ máa gbọ́ tó máa di dòdò wọ́n jẹ́ dòdò kù. Kọ́ máa jẹ́ dòdò náà. Láti ṣe bọ̀t wọ́n ti kó yín láyà jẹ́. Wọ́n ti kó yín láyà jẹ́ yẹn láyà tí ara ń tó lè halẹ̀ mọ́ mi. Bí mo ṣe wà, jáde ń tó lè halẹ̀ mọ́ mi. Kí ló fà á? Mo gún yọ̀ tà lọ́rẹ̀. Mo ń ru 2000 block igun orí ilé tó ń kọ́ ní 6 alẹ́ sí 6 àárọ̀ ọjọ́ kejì. Màá tún ṣe lébè à ń bẹ̀. Bẹ́ẹ̀ lẹ́yìn yẹn, mo tún fọ̀kadà ń kó epo. Bẹ́ẹ̀ lẹ́yìn yẹn, mo tún gún yọ̀ tà lọ́rẹ̀, mo tún ṣe ọmọ ọ̀dọ̀ for 4 years. Bẹ́ẹ̀ lẹ́yìn yẹn, mo tún gbẹ́ sọ́kà wéta. Mo ń gbẹ́ sọ́kà fún báwọn èèyàn clear new plots. Bẹ́ẹ̀ lẹ́yìn yẹn, mo tún ta cashew nut láti Enugu. Mo jẹ̀ tó wá ń ta popcorn. Mo jẹ̀ tó wá ń tọ̀ gẹ̀dẹ̀ ní Kosi market. Mo wá tẹran ọ̀gbẹ́ àti ìgbín fún Sheraton Hotel. Bẹ́ẹ̀ lẹ́yìn tí mo kúrò níbẹ̀ yẹn, lolúwa ṣe wá dé mi ládé tí mo dé Germany. Mo lọ ń gbá bọ́ọ̀lù ní Germany, pẹ̀lú mi ò ní ìwé. Wọn ò sanwó gidi fún mi. Mo ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ta mọ́tò ni. So mo ta mọ́tò for 10 years. Mi ò báyàn ní jìbìtì ní olùyàn ní jìbìtì. Mi ò fi lé tó bá jẹ́ bírèkì náà lórí ẹ̀ta fún mi. Màá sọ fún ẹ pé problem mọ́tò yìí ni bírèkì. Tó bá jẹ́ kí n tún ṣe tán pàtà fún ẹ. Tó bá dẹ̀ tó fẹ́ lọ tún ṣe fún ẹ kò sí problem. Ẹ jọ sá. Báwo ni mo ṣe lè dúró kó wá san táìtì fún mi kí tó ní láyé? Bọ̀dá tí mo yóò gba gbogbo bẹ̀ wọ̀n yẹn. Látàrí mi gba bẹ̀ wọ̀n yẹn. Bẹ́ẹ̀ gbogbo yìí yóò bọ̀ ìṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ bá mi fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ ìgbàgbọ́ ẹ̀ fẹ́ ní sùúrù. Bẹ́ẹ̀ náà wá pé àwọn pásítọ̀ tó ti ṣe oríire jẹun ẹlẹ́yìn ṣe rìváìvà. Pásítọ̀ kan wá ń gorí òkè ṣọ́ọ̀bù ọ̀ni ẹni. Kí ló wá lọ sórí òkè? Tí CAC ló ń gorí òkè ọ̀bọ ẹ pè lọ́bọ ẹ lọ so ìlú mọ́ǹbì. Ó wà lókè ilé ẹ tó jẹ́ wà lókè ilé ẹ wọ́n ní èwo lè yàn kán lóun gorí òkè. Kí ló fẹ́ sọ lórí òkè? Ṣé Jésù wà nù gbólọ̀ ọ̀hún yẹn ni? Afẹ́ lọ dáko ẹnìkan gorí lé òkè ẹ̀rí mà. Kí ló lóun wá ń bẹ̀? You can do your 0 hours, slow hour in your room. But because we didn't have job, kí wọ́n á gbé ẹ̀ ń fi pé kí wọ́n ń kó yín lọ sétí òkun. Kí ló fẹ́ lọ sí létí òkun? Òkun yarọ ni. Òkun is a crippled creature and is meant for carrying heavy loads. Kì í ṣe wá gbé yín pé a lọ sétí òkun. Òkun á sáré jáde afẹ́ escape mọ́ Ọlọ́run lọ́wọ́ á tún padà. Kí la fẹ́ sọ ń bẹ̀? Kí la fẹ́ sọ lẹ́ẹ̀dín létí òkun? So my brother, la ojú ẹ kò dẹ̀ yára ẹ ní brain kò tẹsẹ̀ mọ́rin. Tó o bá ní lárí tí wà tẹ́ bí ẹni o. Tó o bá ní lárí ni pásítọ̀ máa wá ẹ wálé o. Bọ̀ tó bá kù bí ẹ̀ káàtó fún ẹ pásítọ̀ wá ẹ wálé o. Ṣé ti yẹ? tó bá lè san ìdá mẹ́wàá tó bá jẹ́ ewúrẹ́ ló ń sìn gbé lọ bá Adébóyè pé nǹkan tí ìdá mẹ́wàá ni rèé á ní kó má gbé wọlé lọ tà wá jẹ́ kó fún ẹ lọ tà kó mọ bó ṣe rí kó tó lè kiri ẹ̀ kó tó lẹ́ni rà lọ́wọ́ òun tó àwọn ọmọ jòkó sókè Matthew 23 verse 1 to 4 ó ní àwọn ìwọ̀nyí wọ́n fẹ́ jòkó sí ipò Mósè ṣùgbọ́n nǹkan tó ń sọ ni wọ́n fẹ́ ká tẹ̀lé bọ̀tí wá wọn ò bá ti Bíbélì mú then verse 16 17 18 19 ó ní wọ́n fi yọ eléyìí tó ṣòro nínú òfin ọ̀nà ti yọ kúrò then 1 Timothy 3 and then 2 Timothy 3 the same thing ló sọ ó ní nígbà ìkẹyìn ìgbà ewu yóò dé tí àwọn èèyàn máa sọ wọ́n pé ṣẹ̀fẹ́ ní Jésù tí mo ní 10 naira mo fẹ́ lọ bá wo Jésù wá ṣe ti pé perilous time has come perilous time has what is here and that's all. ṣé o lè ṣe prayer kébi má fà ẹ́ Deuteronomy Jeremiah 8:10-18 ó ní kò sí àdúrà tó lè fi kébi má fà ẹ́ where do we go from there? wòlú Kánò lẹ́nu ọjọ́ mẹ́ta yìí sìn gọ́ọ̀mùnà lóun fẹ́ ìyàwó fáwọn 1,800 èèyàn ó gbé bẹ́ẹ̀dì fún wọn ó gbé bag rice fún wọn ó sanwó dáwọ́rì wọn ẹ̀jọ̀sà ní another 20 years lẹ́yìn population mélòó náà ti amass ẹ̀wọ̀n lórí burúkú náà làwọn Haúsá àti Fúlàní wọ̀nyí nítorí pé owó tó bá jí láti federal port mosque náà fi ń kọ́ ní Kánò ní Benue ní gbogbo òkè yẹn lọ wọn ò fi dá lè ṣẹlẹ̀ o then báwo la ṣe fẹ́ ní ìlọsíwájú ẹ gbogbo àwọn contract wọ́n gbé fún wọn l'Abuja all are padded contracts wọ́n fowó kún mẹ́kà tá a lọ lẹ́nìí ẹ̀ẹ̀kan yìí once lifetime ní o ní 1975 1960 1968 ẹsẹ̀ náà fi ń lọ ẹ̀ẹ̀kan lọ́dún láyé wọn náà máa ń lọ bọ̀dínsì gbogbo wọn tó ti jalè wọ́n lọ every Friday wọ́n gbé different girlfriend lọ kí ló kàn wá nígbà tí ará Abẹ́òkúta kó Mọ́kólé àtàwọn tó lọ láti Ọ̀yọ́ wọ́n kó Mọ́kólé lọ sí Mẹ́kà wọ́n kó Alé wọ́n gbé lọ sí Jerusalem ẹjọ́sà.
That is the word of Prophet Marcus Tibetan. Now, let's know your own opinion in the comments below. What are your thoughts concerning the issue of tithe? Are you still paying tithe? Let us know in the comment below.
Everybody come and see. I say come and hear. I don't carry and come. Better information, superb advertisement. We no get it right far. Oh, to get update and get informed. Oh, come to Celestial Half Hour. Celestial Half Hour TV. Now we be the best information carrier.